Welcome to Circle Shenanigans. I'm Brother Paul. I'm here with my co-host Reese. Welcome, Reese. How's it going?
Doing well. How about you?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Awesome. Today we're supposed to be joined by Ezra Tinker. However, she hasn't been able to join us yet. Hopefully, she'll be joining us soon. Until then, we will be talking about a few things on our own, such as King of the Ring and results, our take on it, some of the possible craziness that came from it, some of the outcomes and the controversy, some of the stuff that's coming up tonight, and some stuff that is possibly coming up in IWR very soon, and what we think is going to happen. With that being said, let's start with IWR. What do we got so far for IWR, Reese?
So they've only announced two matches right now.
Okay.
So the first match that I saw was DTA defending their titles against the Rascals, which Myron Reed, IWR US champ, and Trey Miguel. And they haven't specified whether or
IWR
not.
US Jason
Yeah,
Hatch now.
or yes, former IWR US
Come
champ Myron Reed. I
you're
was
good. You're
gonna
good.
get that because then I was gonna say that Jason
Right. You're
Hodge
good.
now, but former IWR
Hello.
US
What's up,
champ.
Lucas?
Hey,
How's it going?
Lucas. So, and they haven't specified whether
I'm
or
sorry.
not that was main event. No, you're good. They haven't specified whether or not that was their main event or not. And so,
Okay.
who do you think is going to win this one? Hey,
Oh
Josh.
man, you're putting me on the spot right away. Hello, Josh. By the way, what's going on?
Nice
Oh,
profile
so you
picture
said
too. It's from
was it Rascals and what?
the Rascals and DTA.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be a hell of a match in general overall. Um,
Yes.
DTA defended them once and retained. Um, I don't know. The Rascals technically never lost them.
Yeah, they never
Um,
technically lost.
I don't think they had Myron Reed lose the U.S. title for no reason. So I have a feeling that as much as I love having DT as tag team champions, the Rascals are going to win and become new tag team champions once again.
I think so too.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it's going to be like, even though Myron lost at the last show, it's going to be like he's going to come back. So it's a rebound sort of thing.
Okay. Interesting. I like that take. All right. What's our next match that they've announced?
Next match, Kayla Cassidy versus Mila Moore, and Mila Moore is going to be making her debut.
Ooh, we haven't seen Kayla Cassidy in a while. But I've heard she's been doing very good things. Very good things. She's
Yeah,
one of my favorites that has came, other than a few other people. Um, however, I don't know what's going to happen with the debut because before when I always say that they're not going to have them or they're going to have them win on the debut, most of the time they don't. So I don't know if I agree to say that the debut is going to win again or not. It's a difficult decision right there.
it is. For some, I think Moore's going to win it though. I mean,
Okay.
I know Kayla. She teamed with Havoc at the last show, right?
Right.
And they put on a great match. Even though they
Absolutely.
didn't, it was a great match. But I mean, Kayla could come back, because I believe she
Right.
lost at the last one, correct? And
I think so. I could be wrong.
yeah, and so there might be a little more of a fire ignited under her.
Okay. Well, as much as I want Miss Moore to win, because that is the debut, I'm gonna go with Kayla because
Okay.
I seem to be wrong every time I pick the debut win. They're usually wrong, so I'm gonna go with Kayla on this one, I guess. Then.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's fantastic.
So,
What do you
do you have
think's gonna
any?
happen considering
Sorry, go ahead.
the last IWR? What do we think's gonna happen considering the last IWR? Team
I,
Canada kicked out Thomas Latimer.
mhm,
Thomas Latimer joined Team Rhino and Team Dread King Logan.
mhm.
What happens at this next one? Is it a huge 6-man tag? Is it a tag team match? Is it a street fight? Is it a monsters brawl with 6 wild animals? What do we see? What happens? What's next for Honk Rageous and the silly goose? There's a lot of questions that need to be answered.
I know. Yeah. I think it's gonna be like Tom Latimer. He's gonna be like going after each one by. I think they're gonna set it up. He's going after each of the CWO one by one. So I think he's gonna. Yeah, no, sort of like at each show, set it up like that. So I think it's gonna be like maybe one he's taking on Nate Matson, and then next show he's taking on several of the others. He could be taking on Karam, he could be taking on Silas Young, so on and so forth. And who knows, Johnny Bravo might bring in another surprise member.
Let's be real. The last person's gonna be Johnny Bravo himself, and he's gonna beat him somehow. Mm-hmm. He's gonna destroy all of them, including the giant Calloway, because that'll be the last guy before Bravo, or the same night as Bravo. Depends. Yeah. Maybe they'll do like they did with Dreamer that one time. If he beats Calloway, he gets 5 minutes with Bravo, or a match with Bravo, and then Bravo somehow wins, like he did against Tommy Dreamer. Sadly. Yeah. I hate to admit it, but that's what I see happening.
Yeah, it could happen that way. Yeah.
Yeah. What else do we got? Honkrageous. What do we see in the Silly Goose? I think instead of Dutch teaming with Buckeye Sam, I think it's Buckeye Sam and Albunio with Dutch next. Mm-hmm. Face Honkrageous, and Honkrageous is going to pull it out this time since Senor Albunio helped them, I believe, beat them at the last one.
I believe so too. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we saw.
I think Honkrageous is going to. Mm-hmm. Go on ahead. Here, guys.
No, sorry. I think we're going to see a lot more from Albunio. I think we're going to see a lot more from him.
Yeah. Albunio reminds me of someone. I just can't put my finger on who he reminds me of.
I know the wrestling gear looks really familiar.
It really does. It's just changed slightly.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they traded in the maracas for they traded the maracas for something. They traded in something for the maracas.
Yeah, that's what it was. They got rid of something, and they got the maracas exactly. Yeah. And good apparently dancer, they get away. Huh?
He's a good dancer though.
All right. I wouldn't call him no Michael Jackson. But, or who's a better, I don't know.
But do you think he dances better than Seal? His previous entrant.
It's fair. I don't know. I feel like he'd be better being kissed by a rose than
that's true.
Dancing on a dance floor. But hey, let's not talk about Albunio like that. He's the greatest luchador in IWR history, since he's like the only one that's around now. Mm-hmm. We need Movado back. Movado versus Albunio, and loser leaves the brand forever.
Yeah. We also need.
Hopefully, Movado comes back and wins.
Yes. We need El Ridiculoso as well.
Ooh, that'd be a good one too.
Yeah.
Like that. So we did Canadian World Order. We did Honkrageous. What about?
Who do you think's coming for Hotch in his newly won title?
Ooh, that's funny that you said that, because that's what I was thinking. Who do we think? I was gonna say, what about somebody going for U.S. title? What do they got? There's a lot. KJ possibly, maybe again.
Mm-hmm. You know who I'd like to see go for? I mean,
maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
That would be a good one.
I would like to see, if it's possible, I'd like to see Malcolm Monroe go after Hotch for that title, just to see. I mean, sort of.
I don't know who I really want to see. Tango Jones.
Oh, that'd be good. Yeah.
I love referee Tango Jones. Don't get me wrong, he's great, but I want to see that big, monster destroy somebody as Tango Jones. I heard good things about it. I just want to see what happens.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good.
I love seeing him in the stripes in the ring, doing a fantastic job as a referee. At the same time, I'm ready to see him, take somebody's head off. Jeremiah. Oh, I'm sorry. I had to sneeze. Excuse me.
Did you see Jeremiah? Did you get a chance to talk to Jeremiah at the last show?
I did. We actually had a eating contest at his show. I think it was like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. I think it was now. I was part of it, sadly, but actually gladly at the same time. I didn't win. I actually got like fourth place. We did pretty good. We ate 15 White Castles, so I had 9. I ran out of water, and I just couldn't, get any more down without water. Josh Gisbert, one of our Geisbert, one of our great BrainJerk followers and friends, ended up winning. So he'll be facing Jeremiah coming up eventually soon for the title, which will be exciting. But we don't need to talk about Jeremiah now, do we? But I'm assuming you're going to ask the next food competition. I believe it is.
Yes, you have a next one.
I think it's Juneteenth, but it could be.
Okay. Do you have a challenge planned out what it's going to be?
I have no idea what that is yet. I don't know that info. The bosses know that one, and they let that info out. I don't know that one. But let's get into it a little bit about King and Queen of the Ring. Did you watch the pay-per-view? Let me ask that.
I watched a little bit of it.
Some of it? Okay. How much did you get through? What do you know?
I got one of the main matches that I watched was with Gunther,
Okay, Gunther and Randy Orton for the King of the Ring.
I don't want to talk about how he hurt Randy Orton because I'm a huge Randy Orton fan.
I mean,
we can talk about it.
Did he hurt Randy, or did Tama Tonga really hurt Randy Orton?
Yeah, that's true.
Tama Tonga kind of decided he wanted to beat up Orton after the match on the night before.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a little bit of both guys' faults, but Randy's older. He had surgery. He's been through it. He's wanting to retire. You can see it, but he also wants to win that world title at least one more time. He said, but he's torn up, but he's still getting there. And for a man who competed twice in 24 hours, he put up a hell of a fight against Gunther. There was a little controversy at the end because people say that his shoulder wasn't down. One of his shoulders was not down all the way.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's true.
And even Triple H talked about it afterwards as well. And he said that Randy and Gunther would probably both be willing to have another battle when, of course, Randy's healthy and ready for that. And, but since the ref's decision stands, Gunther is your King of the Ring, and he will hold the crown. I don't think he's going to wear it. I think he's going to hold it like it's a title in Precious or something. It's weird. He's the new Gollum. He scares me. A gigantic golem that says the Precious and chops you. Yeah, stay away. And of course, you got Nia Jax and the Queen of the Ring. I don't know if you've seen that, but Nia and Lyra Valkyria, I think she almost killed her. She did the Yokozuna move with the bonsai drop. But, she literally dropped her. There was no Nia dropping. She literally dropped Valkyria and just crushed her.
Mm-hmm.
It was very scary. A lot of people thought she was actually hurt, but she's just really good at, entertaining. That was very scary.
Mm-hmm. Very scary.
But yeah, that's interesting. Of course, both of these people get world title shots, so that means Raw gets Gunther versus Priest or McIntyre, because as we found out also at King and Queen of the Ring, Gunther gets his title shot, and Drew McIntyre has been cleared to compete in Glasgow for the world title against Priest at Clash at the Castle. I'm super excited for.
That's going to be good.
Of course, it's his hometown, so the roof's going to go blowing off the place. I wouldn't mind another Broken Dreams entrance like last one. That'd be great to see that again.
Yeah.
Of course, I feel like they'll probably have either him win because it is his home place. If not, I have a feeling Punk's going to interfere again, and that's going to set up Punk versus McIntyre at SummerSlam. I could be wrong though. We'll see.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes, Logan Paul. Did you see that?
I saw a little bit of it, but it was mostly through like video clips.
Okay. Phenomenal. Let's just say that. It was a great match. They did fantastic. Logan, we've said it multiple times to other people. Logan Paul was made for WWE.
Mm-hmm.
And it just took him some time to find the way and get there, like it does everyone else. He had to go through that phase. He had to get stuff done. He had to go from being that teenager to broke to being the YouTuber to being the guy with the money to now owning his own, business and his drinks, and then now he's a wrestler. He had to go through all that to get there, but it happened, and he's made for it. Shawn Michaels, The Miz, AJ Styles. I don't remember who else. More people. Rey Mysterio, Dominic Mysterio, when they fought, of course. He's putting up Roman Reigns. He's putting him up, and he's like, these names are wild. It's crazy who he's worked with and how well he's done. I never thought I'd say that I wanted to see so many decent matches. Even him and Ricochet was good. I didn't think I'd want to see so many matches that included or involved Logan Paul until we've actually seen him wrestle, and I'm like, wow, there's so much potential that he could do so much great things. Him and Dominic, if Judgment Day breaks up or if Dominic leaves the Judgment Day, him and Logan Paul would be a great team. Whether they're heels or faces, they would be great.
I can see them as sort of like a heel tag team, but they would do well together as baby faces.
Absolutely, 100%. Whether they're face or heel, they do great. There's a few other people. I feel like Ricochet and Logan Paul, if they got past their little bit of beef because of stuff that happened, that would be a great team, of course. Shelton Benjamin, if they would ever bring him back, that'd be a great match or a great partner.
Mm-hmm.
He's put on great matches against Seth, Cody, like I said, Roman. I'd love to see him against John, not going to lie. He would have been great against Bray Wyatt. He'd be great against LA Knight. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many. But other than that, let's get into a little bit more. What else do we have? We have the women's tag team title match. That was on the pre-show. I don't know if you got to see that. That was Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell versus, I don't know the name of the team, but it's Jade Cargill and Naomi.
I haven't seen a tag team name.
And then there's also
they probably already have one. Mm-hmm.
I know it's all three of them. I don't know what it's called, but it was minus Naomi this time, so it was Bianca and Jade, and they retained their tag team titles.
And they worked really well together, I think.
They did. Their outfits matched, which was pretty cool. I can't remember who it was, but they said something about it. Jade Cargill said it. When she first seen the outfit, she thought, "Damn, it looks really hot in there," and it reminded her of a pink female version of Goldust. And I was like, "Oh my god, that's crazy." She's got the blonde or whitish, wig or hair. Sorry, not wig, but hair that looked like a wig at the time, I guess. And then she, the whole pink outfit that says gold, and then his had the little black marks. Hers had the diamond or whatever. It does really look like it. That is weird. It's crazy.
I know.
That was a great match though, nonetheless as well. And of course, like I said, the women's tag team champions retained. What else did we have? We had.
I can pull up the list. A second.
I don't even remember. I think we had 6 matches. We talked about 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, Becky and Liv.
Becky and Liv. That was a good one.
That brings us into Monday Night Raw in a minute as well. So we'll talk about that one. I think that was the last one.
There's
Becky and Liv in a controversial ending, kind of. Dominic Mysterio came out of nowhere from behind Michael Cole and douchebag McGee, aka Corey Graves. I love Corey, but everybody gives him a hassle. Also, since we haven't talked about it, let's point out Michael Cole doing the whole 2000 Daniel Bryan and The Miz, saying that they suck and they're both bad. Now he's doing it again with Logan Paul. So that either sets up, which I've noticed this online. I thought about this before, but I also noticed online. So people are thinking like I am. This for Corey Graves to get up and defend Michael Cole. This is possibly setting up two different matches, and I'd want to see either one of them, which is Corey Graves versus Logan Paul, or Logan Paul versus Pat McAfee.
Yeah.
Either way, they're both good commentators, and they're both great wrestlers. And of course, like I said, Logan Paul has just been doing great. So either one of those matches, I'd be happy to see.
Yes.
I'd love to see Corey step back in the ring even once, even though he said he doesn't want to, and he's said that he's retired. He doesn't have any, feelings on wanting to get back in the ring, even though he's medically cleared. He can, and he's been training with people just to stay in shape and to keep them, or to get them better, and to keep himself in shape, and just in case you never know. But he said that he's gonna stay retired and not come back. He enjoys commentating. I have a feeling that he's just trying to string us along, and something is going to happen, whether it's a Royal Rumble surprise or if it is just a one-off match where he, stands up for Cole like they did also in the 90s, aka Taz beating up and calling out Jerry Lawler for, defending Jim Ross, that type of thing, or Jerry Lawler and Jim Ross defending themselves against Al Snow and Jonathan Coachman back in the day, like those types of things. So
what if we saw Pat McAfee and then Logan Paul, and then what if Corey Graves was like referee?
That's what I was thinking. What if they had it them all involved in a way, or hell, Corey could do it and Pat could be the referee. Just to stack the deck in a different way. Either way, though, it's super cool.
And either way, it's gonna, if they do it, if they proceed and do something like that, it would be great.
100%. Hello. That's Ryan's mom. Hi, Miss Wendy.
Hi, Miss Wendy.
I'm sorry. I keep saying
No, you're good.
We're back to Becky and Liv. Sorry, that's what it was. Dominic came in, interfered, and cost Becky the match via a DDT onto a steel chair and then an Oblivion. And that brings us to tonight on WWE Monday Night Raw. I don't know if it's the main event or somewhere in there, but it's going to be a Women's World Heavyweight Championship or Women's World Championship rematch between Becky Lynch and Liv Morgan in a steel cage match. So there's no outside interference, even though I have a feeling Dominic's going to find a way to interfere again.
Yeah.
I think this is where we see, even though he's supposedly not medically cleared, I have a feeling he's going to rip off that arm sling, and he's going to take the keys from the referee and unlock the door or something, and he's going to help. He's going to not purposely and accidentally help Liv Morgan escape.
Yeah. I can see it going down like that, yeah. And I think if they're going to do the steel cage match, I mean, they have done it in the beginning, but I feel like that's going to be a main event match,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Most definitely, especially if it's the world title. I don't think there's any other title matches tonight. So you're going to start off hot with probably like one of your champions, though, fighting. Like, per se, Sami Zayn fights somebody or something like that, or one of your tag team champions or something. And then it moves on to whatever, and then your main event's your women or something like that.
Mm-hmm. But so who do you pick for the win? Do you think Becky or Liv's going to win?
Oh, like I said, as much as I want Becky to win it back, because I don't like. It's not that I don't like Liv. It's great, all, but like, I don't know where this angle is going with her and Rhea and her and Dom, especially since all this is wild. Since they're both injured because of Liv, I'm pretty sure. It's like I don't know what happens anymore, or what to think. So, and like I said, I love Liv as a competitor. She's great. And I don't know where it's going or what's going to happen or how they're going to continue it for so long without Rhea. So I'm interested in that. So I want Liv to win, but I really also want Becky to win. But I know Liv's most likely going to retain.
Yeah, I think so too. I think she's going to retain. I think she's going to possibly retain going into SummerSlam, I feel. And then maybe she might lose at SummerSlam.
But who fights you at SummerSlam? Does Rhea
I
Or
think it
does
will
Rhea come
be
back by
like
SummerSlam, or does she face somebody else?
maybe that's why they're doing with Dominic. Maybe he's like giving her like a false sense of security, and then Rhea's gonna come back.
Maybe. But
But I mean, you never know.
what if that is the thing though? What if he strings her along to make it seem like he doesn't like her, or he does, and then like you said, Rhea comes back, and then what if Dominic ends up turning his back on Rhea for
That's true.
Liv as well though? It
Yeah,
could go either way.
it could go either way, but I think if
Interesting
they
and
do
wild.
that storyline, I think they'll come to a head at SummerSlam.
Possibly. Most likely. That's interesting. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Well, what else do we have? Well, I'm trying to think of what else would be on Raw. We might get
I didn't
another
see
Uncle
it.
Howdy QR code somewhere.
Yeah, I know. I keep looking for those.
I've seen a few. There, the most recent one was actually I think earlier today or yesterday, and it was in 2K24.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It gave you something for the game, but it also came up with a video. But I didn't get to watch the video, and I don't know what the video specifically did.
Yeah.
But all I know is they're starting to figure it out, and supposedly people have figured out all of it and what's going to happen. And I'm like interested. Like, how do you guys already figure it out, and how do you guys already know? Like, I get it. Most people are speculating they know most of the names because of what's been going on with WWE. WWE hired Eric Rowan. That's an interesting thing. Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross are both gone, working on characters and themselves. Interesting. Bray Wyatt had two female characters. Interesting. What else? Oh yeah, when they did a picture of Nick Aldis with his, class from his school, um, wherever they were at on
Hmm.
X, you could see Alicia Fox, you could see him, you could see one of the other guys that he tagged, and in the background above him standing, you could see Dexter Loomis with a different haircut since he's been growing it out and stuff. He's another name that's been thrown around quite a bit.
Yeah.
And of course, we all know NXT's Joe Gacy has, a dark, wild, crazy side of him. And, he's been seen with certain people like Sean Spears that have been around Bray Wyatt and talked with him. And, it's, you never know. It could be anybody, anything.
It's true.
They're
Hmm.
everywhere. But a lot of the names that I just said have been announced, or, well, not announced, that have been, thrown around or possibly seen, back in the day when Bray Wyatt did his cult leader type style thing. They had the old promos in the woods, and one of the Uncle Howdy videos from the QR codes. There was one of the old videos, or one of the wooded areas from the old videos was in there, and it's like, who was in that field right there? Eric Rowan, Luke Harper, and Bray Wyatt, and RIP to two of them because the third one's and thank God the third one's still with us. But that only means one thing: he's most likely gonna be in it.
Yes.
Because he's the only one from that era that's still here. Nothing against Braun. Braun could be in it too, but he came in slightly a little bit later. Eric Rowan and Harper were around since the beginning. You know, so never know. They also said that they'd be coming either between King of the Ring and SummerSlam. So Wyatt 6 could come at any time, anywhere, because King of the Ring
It's
just
true.
happened, and SummerSlam we're on the road to SummerSlam,
Hmm.
so they'll be popping up soon. When, where, we're not sure, but they'll be coming soon. Is there
Yeah.
anything else specific we should talk about? I'm trying to think.
I don't have anything. Just excited for Monday Night Raw tonight.
Oh, of course, absolutely.
Mhm.
Hmm.
You got anything?
I don't think so. I don't think. I don't think I do. Happy Memorial Day, everybody.
Happy Memorial Day.
Of
Yes, and
course.
thank you to all. Thank you to all who have served.
100%. Thank you.
And thank
100%.
you for who are currently serving as well.
Absolutely. And thank you to the future ones that will be going in soon.
Yes, sir.
because we always need people to step up and do that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think it's a short one this week, guys, because I think we've talked about everything that we had, and sadly, at the moment, our guest still hasn't joined us, which is all right. We'll once we can figure that out, we'll reschedule her, of course, and have her on again on a different day. But I
Mm-hmm.
think we're good. I don't think, like I said, I'm pretty sure we're good. I don't think I got anything else. You said you're good.
I'm good. Yes, sir.
Any wrestling shows you're excited for that's coming up? Anything? I'm trying to think of actually.
Always look. I mean, I know it's a month away, but always excited for IWR.
IWR. Yeah.
Go get your tickets. IWR Meltdown.
Purple Pass.
PurplePass.com. Go check them out.
Yes.
Always a great time.
100%. 100%.
Great people, great crowd, great wrestling.
Absolutely. All right. Well, with that being said, I'm that's been nice. Thanks for joining us. And have a good night.
Have a great night, everyone.